welcome to The Perspective. I'm your host, King Zaddy Dragon. I encourage you to tune in and tap into me and my various guest co-hosts as we share our unique perspective on the latest universal news, politics, hot topics, celebrity gossip, BiGO tea, relationship scenario, and intellectual thoughts and life hacks. If you're looking to cut the mess out of your social media diet, then you are in the right place. We even welcome your perspective too, because collectively, sharing and awareness of others' perspectives sometimes offer you a look at the world with a better view. So grab a seat, listen in, chime in, and let's get ready for The Perspective, a show that includes you.
All right. Yeah, I know the beginning said I'm King Zaddy, which I am. I know I don't look like a king, and I know I don't look like a Zaddy, but I am an entity of King Zaddy, a creation of King Zaddy, and my name is the Una Matuna, Vegas P. Winters. I'm that girl that's in charge of the girls, that knows all the girls, that knows that I'm that girl, the Una Matuna, Vegas P. Winters. And this is The Perspective. Today is a great episode of The Perspective because I know last week you guys know that there was a video that surfaced with P. Diddy. There was also a video that surfaced, the video with him, with what he did to Cassie, actually surfaced. And then an apology to the world from P. Diddy video surfaced. And I'm sure everybody had a perspective about this apology. And as you can see on social media, not only are people like myself chiming in, there are celebrities who had a lot to say about P. Diddy. So today's broadcast and episode of The Perspective, most of it will be in reference to this P. Diddy situation. And I'm going to give my perspective first. I'm also going to listen to some perspectives of some celebrities. We'll listen to anybody that's in the comments. We'll listen to your perspective on what you think about this. The boxes are open. Feel free to pop up here in them if you have a perspective. Don't pop up here and jump up in this box and ain't got nothing to say or trying to troll or just sitting here looking in my face like this, like that young man just did before we just started.
Yes, Jake, this is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles. She claimed in her lawsuit that she was physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically. Really, Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing. So let's take a look. New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says, as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can then be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The video hasn't been seen publicly before and comes on the heels of a series of civil lawsuits alleging Combs' involvement in sex trafficking and sexual abuse, allegations that Combs has repeatedly denied. Authorities searched Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami in April as part of an ongoing federal investigation carried out by a team that specializes in human trafficking crimes. In a December 2023 statement, Combs responded to the claims in some of the lawsuits, saying, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged." Now, that Instagram post from Diddy was back in December. That was not in relation directly to Cassie. It was referencing many of these allegations and lawsuits that he faces. Now, I have reached out to Diddy's team. We have not heard back from them today. But, Jake, I do want to point out there was a settlement deal between Diddy and Cassie. So neither of them can speak. But, again, we're still waiting to hear back from his team. Now, a really great point that you brought up top, Jake, was what is going on in Diddy's world, right? We've all heard stories of Hollywood enablers and enablers in circles around powerful people.
Okay.
But something that I want to point.
Well, girl, I'm going to give out my perspective. We're not going to listen to yours. But first and foremost, he did make a post saying that he didn't do this. But then also, there was an apology video.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Right. All right, so are y'all ready for my perspective? First and foremost, on the video, showing him doing what he did to this young lady. Just like he was disgusted, I was disgusted because I have a sister. One sister. God only blessed me with one sister. I got a lot of brothers, but one sister. I have a mother. He only gave me one mother. I have multiple aunts. I have cousins. I have friends. I have supporters who are all women. And ain't no way in hell I could agree with or not be disgusted by the way he treated this female. Because when I seen him do that to that female, I just thought about whether there were any other females that meant something to me in my life. And honestly, even though the statute of limitations are up on the assault because of how long it's been before this video has come out and how long it was before the young lady said anything about it, I still feel like there's other things out here that he's done that may not be out of the statute of limitations to others. And I feel like just this video alone surfacing, that video should have some kind of weight on some of the stuff that there are limitations, still statute of limitations on, and they could lock his ass up. And I feel like every five minutes of every hour, the way he had Meek Mills in there screaming, take that, take that, take that, take that. He should be forced to take that, take that, take that, take that, and get stumped like he stumped up for at least 5 minutes out of every hour for the rest of his life. That's how I feel. Now, on to his apology. He says he's not asking for forgiveness. However, he's sorry. I don't believe he's went to nobody's rehab because he looked like he was high right there. I don't believe he's going to no therapy. I believe the only reason he came out with that because basically he knows since this is now surfaced, there's more coming. It's spiraling. And he had to make that video. And I think it was a desperate plea for empathy with whatever person that's going to basically be able to judge his fate that's here on earth. Of course, we can't say that he has not asked for forgiveness from God, and God is a forgiving God, and he forgives each and every last one of us for everything that we've done over and over again. So, yes, forgiveness is for yourself, not for the person that's harmed you. So we have to forgive Diddy. However, we should not forget it. Anything that basically is going to assist him in financial gain, we do not need to support it. Any of his records, any of his businesses, all of that. Yeah, there needs to be some type of punishment. Now, in my opinion, hey Malibu, thank you. In my opinion, since he lied to us and told us all that shit was false, he ain't did none of that. Now, since you want to come out with an apology saying you're sorry, I feel like you should show us how sorry you are. You should actually come forward voluntarily and do a lie detector test to answer the allegations of all the other individuals that you said they're all lying and that this is a money grab. You should voluntarily take a lie detector test. Someone who you're not connected with should pick the polygrapher, and the polygrapher should give instant results as you're taking this test. And that's my perspective on the situation with P. Diddy. Now, I'm getting ready to go into my IG because I saved a lot of other people's perspectives and what they think should happen and how they feel about this. So we're going to get into the other people's perspective on P. Diddy. So hold on, let me get into IG. Y'all, when I tell y'all I tried to get an IG earlier, it irritated my soul. I was so upset. Okay, where's my saved videos? Saved videos don't fail me now. Okay, here we go. Here's what Raven Simone has to say.
Of his shenanigans, and it's always been kind of hush-hush, put underneath the rug, and now things and windows are starting to open, and I think he's distraught because he knows that his money's about to deplete.
Oh, he's distraught, for sure.
I think he's apologetic.
But not for his behavior towards hurting another. I don't think he's apologizing and apologetic for what has happened to Cassie or any of the people he's hurt. I think he's sorry for himself.
I think he's sorry that he got caught. I do feel like he's sincerely apologetic. What for?
We don't know.
Exactly. We hope that it's to Cassie. And we'll see once all of Cassie's legal...
There's no legal.
There's no legal?
No.
Yes, it is. She's suing him, right?
No.
Why not?
There are no legal repercussions because of the statute of limitations. It has been 8 years. No one can charge anything against him. It has been too long.
That's disrespectful. That's something that I want to bring to the government. Trauma is forever. That will for always be within Cassie's body.
Her lawyer did release a statement regarding the video, essentially saying, this is bogus and no one is going to take this seriously. It's a trash apology.
Then for Diddy to really apologize, I'm going to need him to give her all the rights to, I've been waiting.
No, it was like $50,000. And that was the other thing. It's like, how can you put a number on that? Like, you're going to say that that's $50,000.
They put a number on everything. Welcome to America.
Yeah, but $50,000.
It's horrible. That's what I'm saying. We're disgusted with his behavior, so any behavior after is going to be tainted.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Let me see what else we got. Who else had something to say in reference to Diddy? We got Scrappy.
Because if that Diddy walk past me right now, I'd take the favor. Just cuz. Just straight up, I'll take the favor cuz. I don't care about no apology and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one for a woman to the dog out you and you say, oh, I lost my mind. And we could kind of look at it like, oh yeah, cuz got that two-piece that failed. He kind of lost it. But nah, cuz, the way he did shoulder, that was foul, man. That was some real. And you can tell he was doing that shit for a long time. Because she was frantic. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be on that. Got my mother daughters, and my daughters, every last one of them, and my sisters. So off with it, y'all go to them other mother pages that was cool with them, that y'all seen around and that knew that. You feel what I'm saying? Get out my mother page with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Go somebody else page with that shit, trying to on purpose bring it down. You ain't even got no proof. I ain't never said no like that. Never. So go find it. All y'all blogs, go find it. I'll sit right here. And if y'all find something, I apologize. But I guarantee you ain't going to find no shit where I'm saying Cassie was lying. Is that her name, Cassie? Cassie? You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to never say no shit like that. Not when the motherfucker got paid. What? That give you clear? That's clear right there. Something happened. That's clear right there. Something happened. I'm not like some of you motherfuckers. I don't look at rich motherfuckers that's wealthier than me and rich and get mad and be happy when the motherfuckers fall. No, I just get out and wait. Because I'm like, they'll do it to one, they'll do it to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? I don't watch Bill Cosby about some shit when he was in his 20s. You feel what I'm saying? And half of them all white. You feel what I'm saying? They won't give our sisters that. Let our grandma say Bill Cosby did something to her. They gonna give her the minimum. And y'all gonna sit up there and fight for them. Y'all gonna fight for them other folk. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gonna say that all the time. Fight for your kind, lady. Fight for these black. Fight for the black. Fight for the black. Going through this same shit. They got broken and they sitting there with broken. Can't pay them. They not even getting paid off they ain't even getting paid off the money. They is sitting there going through that shit, and we need to help them motherfuckers too. Because guess what? They stayed for 15, 20 years, and they really don't know how to get out. Ain't no money for them out. And there's people that like did it, man, that's some shit, man, that know he got money and know he can goddamn like get that girl to not say nothing and try to do all that, man. That's some weird ass.
I totally agree. With some of the stuff that he's saying. Well, most of everything. I agree with everything he's saying. And I'm trying to figure out, how did they get Bill Cosby and that was all them years? He didn't murder nobody. How did they get Bill Cosby on that stuff? And that was years. And he didn't put his hands on nobody. He just drugged some people, some women. Was there that said that he drugged them? So I'm trying to figure out, how the hell did they get Bill Cosby like that? Maybe it's what state it was in or whatever. I'm not sure. But that is something to think about. Let's see what the mayor of New York had to say. He's considering revoking Diddy's key to the city.
You've been very outspoken about breaking the cycle of domestic violence in New York City. And given everything that's developed over the weekend with P. Diddy, what are you thinking about possibly rescinding the honor that you gave him last year when you presented him with the key to the city?
I think all of us were deeply disturbed by watching that chilling video of the young lady being assaulted by him and the committee and the team. We've never rescinded a key before, but we are now sitting down to see what the next steps forward are going to be.
So you are considering it?
We are taking everything under analysis, and the team will come back with me with a final determination.
All right. You've been very outspoken about
breaking the cycle of domestic violence in New York City. And given
her first sentence should have gave him his answer. You have a fight against domestic violence in New York City. There's evidence of him being involved in domestic violence. Why would somebody who's guilty of domestic violence, whether it's past the statute of limitations or not, be still given and let to keep the key to the city? And then he's stuttering. So you can tell, like, a lot of these people are involved in a lot of stuff that Diddy did, and covering up a lot of stuff that Diddy did, and people are walking on eggshells behind me so they don't get caught up as well. Because he was stuttering like a motherfucker. Well, your answer should have been, well, yeah, we got a committee, because we've never had to do this before, but we have a committee. I'm pretty certain, because we are against domestic violence, it's not going to be an issue or a question as to what the decision will be. We have not made a decision yet, but in my opinion, more than likely, I'm sure everyone on this committee is feeling the way I feel. It will be rescinded. Let's see, somebody else had something to say. There's so many people that had something to say. Let's see what Charlamagne had to say.
Goes to Sean Combs, not just Sean Combs, but the Bad Boys, the staff, record label, and mother effing crew, because y'all been enabling this kind of behavior for a long time. And clearly, after watching this apology video, and I put apology in air quotes, y'all are still enabling him. But let's start from the beginning. On Friday afternoon, a video from 2016 was released to CNN, and in the video, it shows Sean Combs viciously attacking and beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. When I saw that video, I was disgusted and disappointed. Like Diddy needed to be. Like, I wish Cassie would have had a gun on her and would have shot him right there on the spot. That's my initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief, because it is Diddy, right? Diddy is a hip-hop hero. He's an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. To sit here and act like the man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing is a damn lie. So there's this weird sense of grief. Like, another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy, and it's their own fault because of poor choices? A lot of different emotions. But then yesterday, Sean Combs decided to apologize. Now, when I first watched that video, I said to myself, Negro, please. Okay, he's not sorry. He's sorry that video leaked. And he's sorry he got caught. See, up until that video being released, Sean Combs was denying everything. Sean Combs put out a press release. They put out a press release, him and his team, that said, for the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. His lawyer has been screaming since all these allegations have come out that this is a witch hunt. Diddy is innocent, and these people are looking for a quick payday. You let your son put out that weak record, Pick a Side, taunting the FBI, basically telling people, keep that same energy when the smoke clears. Diddy, you posted on your page, time tells all. Yes, it does, sir. And it has told us that you are a liar. Okay, this is what I mean when I say people wake up every day and just volunteer lies. Diddy, how are we supposed to believe anything that comes out of your mouth? And furthermore, why should we not believe the rumors of things going in your mouth when you out here volunteering bold-faced lies? You would still be lying to us right now if it was no video. You didn't even apologize to Cassie in the video. Nor did you apologize for lying that you didn't do what you knew you was on tape doing. So who was this apology for? I'll tell you who it was for. Diddy's ego. Diddy's brand. Diddy and his handlers are looking at this all wrong. You're trying to salvage his professional career. Let me be the first to tell you, that's a wrap. Okay, you can't take away nothing Diddy has done professionally. Those records stand. You can't rewrite history. But Diddy, your motto was forever, can't stop, won't stop. It's time to stop. Okay, because it has stopped, all right? There's nothing else for you to do other than deal with the consequences of your actions. I don't even know what all the actions are, but you do. You can't run from yourself. You was trying to the last few weeks to run from yourself. Hell, you knew this tape existed since 2016. So you've actually been running from yourself for years. I don't care how many times you change your name. I don't care how many times you tell us you changing your frequency. The best apology in life will always be changed behavior. You can't tell us your behavior has changed when up until yesterday, you were still willing to lie to the people about who you are and what you have done. Diddy shouldn't be worried about the general public right now. In fact, you shouldn't worry about the general public ever again, because that's over. The trust is gone. Thought I told you that we won't stop? You must have been talking about lying to yourself, because that's the only reason you would still keep any of this going. What's the saying? Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Diddy, you 54. Okay, you don't have forever. So while you still here, you need to be focusing on repairing your soul. You need to be focusing on whatever damage you have caused your lineage, your family, and other people. If you and your team are still sitting around trying to figure out how to keep the business going, if you're sitting around worrying about your professional life more than your personal life, then you just need to do us all the biggest favor and turn yourself in for who knows whatever other crimes you have committed that we don't know about, because you can't play with God. Okay, you can lie to your family, you can lie to the general public, but you can't lie to God and you can't lie to yourself. And you know better. What happens when you know better but still don't choose better? You experiencing that right now, Sean. You was 46 in that video that we saw. You knew better, but you chose not to do better. And guess what? You can't run from yourself. Sean Combs, you've been running from yourself for a long time. That's why you keep changing your name. The drugs, the money, the liquor, the women, the nonstop parties, that's all you running from yourself. But now, all that has come to an end. And if it hasn't, it better. Okay? You can't just keep changing the top layer. You got to do some real internal work, and you have all the money, all the resources to have access to the best everything. Stop spending the money and using the resources to attempt to cover up your lies, and start using the money and the resources to deal with your truth.
Period. Charlamagne said a mouthful. I'm sure Charlamagne has spoke for everyone. I doubt if there's anyone out here who disagrees with Charlamagne. He couldn't have said it any better. I couldn't have said it any better. Now I will say this. One thing that Charlamagne just said leads me to a sidebar on when he was saying about the lies. Somebody just hit me like that. You come in voluntarily unsolicited lives. And people gonna learn today. For real. Your dark gonna come into light, and people gonna see straight through you. A lot of people are woke on so many different levels nowadays. It ain't funny, and people need to stop trying to hide stuff from people and trying to and come clean about a lot of the shit that they've done to hurt others. Apologies need to be genuine, because they don't need apologizing if it ain't genuine. Because if it ain't right, if it ain't genuine, it ain't gonna be right with God. No way. I feel like we beat the dead horse with this Diddy situation. That was a few people that spoke out on it and what their thoughts of it was. So we're going to move on to some other hot topics and celebrity news and politics.
Give my perspective on that, please. Let me give my perspective on that. Now, to me, anytime they start, as soon as any celebrity starts getting accused of whatever, the first thing they do is deny. Because they think, I don't know why they don't think it's a video of them somewhere, but it always ends up. Prime example, Clinton. Look, Clinton, how many other ones that had videos and whatnot, right? So now, him coming up apologizing means absolutely nothing because I'm just like them. You apologizing because you got caught, and you apologize to everybody but Cassie. So he gonna get what he got coming to him, but it ain't gonna be as hard as people think it is. He got money, and yes, he may very well, some of his business may very well cut him short, and very well may stop using him, and maybe they won't do. But Diddy is smart enough to know that something come up. Let me make sure I got me some stash. I guarantee you, he got some money. He ain't gonna be hurting. He's not gonna be hurting, and so that's my perspective on that.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Now, you see my nails?
Yes.
I put my nails in white because they say like the girls with the white nails. Hopefully he'll see this and he'll try to like woo me or something. And I'll get Cassie's lick back. Because bitch, you ain't gonna pull me down like that and drag me and do all that, throw face.
Oh my God, I hadn't seen it until you showed it. I hadn't looked at it.
Huh?
I hadn't saw it since until you showed it just then. I hadn't took time out to look at it.
Girl, it was
until just then.
So
so
these nails are for you. And if you want to see me, yes, baby, I'll be. Everybody else might be beating you down, whatever. If you still want to have a Diddy party and a freak off, I'm right here.
Come on, the freak is on. He said.
What? When you try to leave about the room, when you don't have my money that I'm charging, I'm gonna beat your ass like Cassie should have. But these nails, hopefully you got some kind of psychological something that's gonna make you not know that, okay, I'm trying to lure your ass in like you've been luring other people. And these white nails gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get her lick back. These nails for you, Diddy. We're gonna move on to another topic.
Alrighty.
I don't wanna keep beating a dead horse, nor do I wanna judge that she not be judged. Have I found some girls in my life? I have, but they put their hands on me first. One girl popped me with a lock. My wife popped me with a fifth, a Black Label vodka. So, like Scrappy was saying, sometimes you lose self-control and you pop her back, but that ain't what this looked like. This looked like he was, you ain't going nowhere, get your ass in. It was like he was used to that. And there's no way around being disgusted by that. So, y'all know we have a little bit of Miko news and a little bit of BiGO news on the perspective as well. Y'all remember when I sat with Bottom Hoe and I was telling Bottom Hoe, girl, y'all gotta pay to get there and do all that and do all this. Somebody else had something to say. Just listen in.
Miko need to do their own show, not no goddamn Dish Network.
It's not Dish Network. It's Dosh.
Network the way every time it rain outside the damn.
It's not Dish, girl.
Every time you know if you got Dish Network, every time it rain outside, your TV kick off. That shit ain't about there.
Why you wasn't on the show, Candy? You would have been good on there. And you
been more known than this. Hey, T-Dub. Two more known than that.
But let me ask you a question. Like, no shade. No tea, no shade. Like,
nah, you always asking shade.
You always
say no shade.
I'm watching TV right
now. I'm not answering questions.
What you mean?
I ain't answering questions.
But bitch, I need to know because I need to know the reasons why.
No reasons of nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm a 304 and everything I do, I get paid. Why would I go fight for free?
You have the potential to make money on this too.
And they couldn't even get $2,500 for a Honda and had to struggle and find out how they were going to get back home. Go back home, your lights off, your rent due, your job lost. That's a crash dummy decision. The nigga that stick dick in me wouldn't dare let me go. Knowing if I got beat up one single time, the house was gonna get shot up. And that's a fact. Why would I get beat up in my state? From out of town?
Because you're not going to get beat up, you're going to whoop ass. That's the difference.
But I was just saying, but if it just so happened, if I did, it's no innocent bystander.
I'm sure they did other stuff, their fight. Like, you know, of course we're going to see the fight, but
yeah, but barely, what do you hear or see about the most?
That's how it always is. Because they had already had beef before the show.
You never seen a show where people got their ass beat to those extents. Those were the most extensive the eye on 30, cracked in the head, stitches, ambulance. How long did the fucking security next? It's supposed to be a good little 6 seconds.
You somebody get cracked in the head for real? Yes, girl.
Yes, hey.
Who did?
These folks got beat to bloody popes, and they following still ain't go up on Instagram.
The show come on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's fucked up.
But don't hate it though. I'm saying some hating shit though. No, I'm saying real shit.
But they signed up for it. They signed. I mean, you know, if you had beef with motherfuckers, y'all in the same spot.
5,000 that same day. Like whoever won, I thought it was gonna be not at no end of no fucking reunion. The hell?
Yeah. They weren't giving out 5,000 a day. It's at the end when they go to the
that show got beat for free and now the boy lights off. Why the master won't get the lights cut on? He never $50, $70.
I'm watching Miko. I was watching Daddy at first. Now I'm watching
Miko. You want to know so much? Sit up in the camera while I talk. You can show your facial expressions. You know what she did?
What?
No, me? Not regular. I can't see you, honey. Why you keep trying to avoid you?
Why you want to see me for? You see me every day almost.
Nah, okay, but listen.
Get in the camera.
You don't want to laugh because you know I'm telling the fucking truth, bro.
Because I think, I know, man, you got some truth, but then a lot of times you be exaggerating too.
And hell of truth. If the master,
because you take shit to the extreme.
The boy said he can't go home because his lights off. They only $50 to $70. Why the master won't pay that? I got 4.
How you know his lights was off and that's how much to be
on the line. Fuck is you talking about?
He needed $50, $70.
I wonder who lights got cut off.
He couldn't. I couldn't.
Ah! Oh, what? No.
People would have gave him $50, $60, $70.
His mama didn't give it because she's too busy drinking beer and shots. So shut the fuck up. Why the master won't do it?
Oh my goodness. What?
And what happened to no
beer and shots? God damn.
And what happened to no jumping? They beat the shit out of that boy. That was on 30. You seen it just like I did. Let's not play games.
What happened?
You seen how they beat the shit out of that boy? What happened to production not finding the cast? What happened to no jumping? And they beat the shit out of that boy. That's the least they can do, pay the little light bill. Fuck you talking about? For pain and suffering? Don't play with me right down now.
It would look like he ain't even go back home.
Please.
Didn't nobody go back home. Shit, at least 4 people ain't go back to where they came from.
That's what I'm saying, because they couldn't afford it. They got these popes. That's crazy work.
What you mean they go back home?
No, they did. They
I mean, they ain't dead, but shit, they just had.
They ain't dead. They not dead, bro.
No, I said they're not dead. That ain't what we mean. It ain't that expensive, but hell, they the next thing to it. Shit.
I don't know about none of that, but at the end of the day, like.
Well, quit asking questions if you don't want to know my answer.
Bitch, I asked you why you ain't going to the show. That's all I asked. But, I don't know who lights was cut off and, all that.
But it don't matter. He said it today on live, so it's not like it's a secret, boo. The cat's out the bag. Half of them lost their places going to the show. Half of them utilities off. The other half lost their jobs. A mess.
Well, maybe they was getting ready to read their job anyway.
With no payout.
Oh, wait a minute. And she said with no payout. So, y'all remember the conversation I was having with Bottom Hole, I think in episode 2. So, Candy is Candy, who is also a former Super Team. And you got another Super Sync up here that's sounding just like Bottom Hole was sounding. Well, they signed up for it. And they had beef with people. And come to find out some of these people did not go back home because they couldn't afford to get back home. They sacrificed a lot for the baby. Let me not be able to go back home. Let me when it got swole up. Let me not have no my license and stuff. You better not air me. See, that's why I say it should have been contracts signed prior to any of the filming and all of that. And if you're smart enough when you go on these reality shows, you better make sure that, because you know what goes on in these reality, okay, that there's going to be some type of reparations for you if you end up in some type of situation like that for the sake of the show and for the sake of content. Does anybody else have a perspective on this topic right here before I move forward? But Candy said a whole lot about the truth behind what's going on in Tinkerville, which actually airs at 8 p.m., I think on Tuesdays, either Monday or Tuesdays, on the Dosh Network. Like I said, this does not surprise me. I'm not stupid, I'm not dumb. I know how television and stuff works. And when Bottom Hole was saying, well, they had to get their way, I was like, well, girl, sound like they're not getting paid. It sounded like they was all there to try to win a $5,000 prize. That's mad crazy. To be honest with you, listening to the young lady that's still in the Super Tank sitting here going back and forth with eye candy. Also listening to Bottom Hole, who seems to still be brainwashed when she came over here, even though she got kicked out the family. It's starting to sound like a cult. And Super better be careful, because you saw how they took down, what's his name? The three guy, what's his name? Nature Boy. When things start to seem cult-like and then laws are being broken, those are laws being broken. Y'all got people in this house fighting for a production and people getting injured and stitches and the clip I saw of this week's episode, somebody did lose a lot of blood. I'm talking about half their tank top was just red, white tank top. So yeah, y'all have to be careful when being in unlawful organizations and stuff like that, because they could consider being a super tank to be a cult. Now that y'all meeting up and y'all on this land and y'all fighting and all that, baby, ain't no way with me. Ain't no way. All right. Take a listen at the next topic. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm gonna let y'all listen first.
I would mess with my wife, Jordan. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. Well, you will see me on the news. Let me just tell you that right now. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. You better walk by and say, praise the Lord. That's what you better do. Because that's my wife. And she grown. She didn't need nobody to sign no paperwork for her. Now, if this was out in the streets, y'all be saying she made a come up. But you a hypocrite. So don't you forget the Bible say marriage is honorable. And the Bible said when you find a wife, honey, you find favor with God, honey. I found some favor with God. And we sleeping good at night.
Okay. The context of this story, this is a 63-year-old pastor who defends his marriage to an 18-year-old wife.
And I wish some of y'all would mess with my wife, Jordan. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. Well, you will see me on the news.
So, my perspective on this. Every church member in there talking about amen, amen. Always down to the organ is giving him his little music like he really like preaching on something. That's somebody's baby. 63, 18, and we sleeping good at that. What you gonna do with an 18-year-old that's 63? I can't see myself doing nothing with an 18-year-old. I'm almost 50. An 18-year-old, and then for the church to he couldn't pastor me, he couldn't lead me. I wouldn't be a part of this flock. That's just in my opinion. Some things, even though they are legal, are just immorally wrong. And if you are an individual that's leading individuals supposed to be leading them to salvation, that's dead ass wrong to me. Spicy, do you got a perspective? Anybody else in the comments? Do y'all feel like it's okay for this 63-year-old man to marry an 18-year-old and then get up in the pulpit and try to justify what he did?
Now,
this little girl look like his daughter sitting on his lap in her wedding gown.
Right. Yeah, that is very wrong. Very wrong. However, people are going to look at it as she's grown. Because everybody say you're 18, you're grown, right? I think it's wrong. But I've been speaking on what my perspective is on what people are going to say. You're going to have to, a lot of people are going to go with, well, she is 18. She made her own decision. Even though we looking at him, your old ass is a pervert.
A pedophile.
But that's not what she see though.
I'm looking at him like he a pedophile.
Yeah.
Because last year she was 17.
So yeah.
You didn't even wait till she get 21.
And then you got up in the church saying all that and everybody gassing it up.
And the organ, Girl, that's, baby, in my spirit, that ain't right. And then they say the church and the state should be separate. So yeah, the state say it's okay to marry her because she's 18. But that's a child. 18 and 63.
Yeah.
You old enough to be her granddaddy. Almost her great granddaddy in today's scheme of things.
Right, real talk.
I'm just as disgusted as I was seeing P. Diddy beat Cassie. I'm just as disgusted about looking at this wedding photo with this 18-year-old girl on this man, 63-year-old man's lap, looking like his granddaughter. We got to do better, people. We're going to move on to the next topic.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, here we go.
I think I may have married my cousin on my dad's side.
Wow.
So me and my husband have been together for 2 years. I am now pregnant with our first child. Okay. I don't even know what we having yet. So I took one of those ancestry tests, and I found out that my husband is actually my fourth cousin. I did some research and found that we have the same great-great-great-grandparents. That's not that bad, right? I don't even think we have the same DNA. I haven't told my husband. Should I tell him? Should we get divorced? Should I just ignore this? I don't know what to do. Please help.
This is tricky. We gotta handle this.
Woo! Oh! Well, it's so far removed. It's on your daddy's side. It sounds like me. I don't know a lot of the people on my father's side. I might have slept with somebody I'm kin to on my father's side because I don't know everybody. However, if you married this individual and y'all are now pregnant, y'all might want to go take a blood test to make sure that it's so far removed that it's not going to have a genetic effect on y'all children. Because what's done is done. I don't think they should get a divorce, but they may not be able to make children together. Y'all have to go get tested to find out if y'all can make children together, being that y'all is from the same bloodline, even though it's so far removed. Because you're talking about, I don't even know what I'm having. Girl, you could be having a fucking Shamar. Y'all see how Shamar bones is curved and he got all those genetic defects because his mother and his father were brother and sister. That's why incest ain't something that they came up with a law against because it's just immorally wrong. It could also have some genetic repercussions. So people, y'all need to find out who y'all dating and know y'all family. Everybody needs to go do a genealogy search. Because you could screw around and make up my own stuff. Or someone that's so genetically disformed or disfigured that they won't have the quality of life as a child that would not have the same, be made by parents with the same DNA. And that's my perspective. Anybody else got a perspective on that? Because that's tricky. Even they say it is tricky. Hey, who you be? Hey, what's up, Black Queen?
Perspective on that too.
Okay.
Now,
go ahead.
I tell you, that right there, that is tricky. However, they so far removed until it don't even matter to me.
Yeah,
great. Child, that's so thinned out. It ain't like it's your first cousin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't want to be in this position, but if you're already married, y'all already got a baby on the way. If y'all don't tell nobody, won't nobody know, now unless you open your mouth telling folks. So let's be the fuck quiet. Stop all, everything don't need to be told. Everything do not need to be told. Everything don't need to be said. Everything is just not. So when they do that, yeah,
I also feel like Spicy. That might be why a lot of the disformities and disfigured kids that come out, because a lot of people don't know, and it could be so
exactly
that you just don't know. So
true,
but
we're in the time now of everybody want to check to see who their ancestries are and all that shit. And this is what you're going to get.
And back in the slavery days and all that, I'm pretty sure it was a lot of that going on too.
Exactly.
So, child, that's a lot though. That's a whole lot. But then at the end of the day, when it all boils down to it, we're all the human race. Some way, some shape, some form. We're all connected anyway. But I feel like if they find out they from the same bloodline, just to be on the safe side between them two, they should,
just to get it checked to make sure
that
I agree.
They're able to like make children. Because if y'all,
I agree.
Y'all gonna be making kids, and every child come out got some kind of issue because y'all just not supposed to be making babies.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the one girl that I got pregnant with, she lost the baby at 7 months. I know for a fact we didn't from the same blood because she was German and black. However, our blood types just didn't mix, and I guess the baby had more of my DNA or genealogy than hers. Her body treated the baby as a foreign object or whatever, and like her body killed the baby.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of you just want to go get tested and make sure that anybody.
Just make sure that it would be okay. And after that, it's not important that outside your household know. Yeah. This is the husband and wife. This is our information. This is for us. Yeah. It's not for the world to know. That's not everything. My mama used to say, don't tell what's going on in this house. Exactly. So, I think that same applies to the same thing. So that's my perspective here. Okay. These are some good topics, child. These are they are. Girl, it's like anybody over here to talk about some. Okay, I'm going. We did some Miko gossip, so I'm gonna do some BiGO gossip. Let's go.
With you, DW, you're in a state of delusion in this season, sir. Don't you do it. I guess. Now, I may not be the most attractive person, but how dare you? Oh, sweetheart. Oh, no.
Can we get some beans over here, y'all? I'm not worried.
Oh, my God.
I'm not worried about what these people say or motherfucker do on this app no more, bitch. I'm gonna give myself a break because on here because I'm getting sick of BiGO. I'm sick of these people on BiGO, bitch. I know you like it, but I don't like it no more. I really don't like it.
Why? What happened? What's going on with you and BiGO? What? Your show is doing very.
I don't like it because it's gonna be extremely too polarized with the mess. I don't like it. I'm getting over it. I guess because I'm getting older, it's like I'm just not into it no more. Like I used to be. Like I'm not.
I think you need to, honestly, Trina, I think you need to make it fun and stop going after people and start doing business. I think you need to start.
Because I do make it fun. They want content, but they don't want to pay for content. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather pay for mess. These people is so immune to mess, though. And I don't like that. These people don't want no.
Well, speaking of mess,
they don't want no real.
Hold on.
They want a bitch like you to sit over here and talk about bitches lies and mess all day. That's what they want. And sit over here with a mask on and look at them all day long.
Just what you do.
That's what they want.
That's what you do, okay?
That's what they want.
That's what you do.
That's what they want. Okay. Give me something else then. Give me something else besides being fucking messy and talking about people's business then. And give me something else. Tell me what else you gonna motherfucker do. Besides, get in a wig and 12, bitch. Do what I do. Kick up in the heels. Do what the fuck I do. Then you get your box, you fucking gone, bitch. You don't stay in no 4 and 5 hours. You get your motherfucking tears. Soon as you get your tears, you gone.
I work.
As soon as you get your tears, you gone.
I work. The difference between you and I work. And child, what happened to your business?
I still have.
You worried about me.
I still have it. And the reason why I changed things is because these motherfuckers on BiGO are so evil, bitch. They write all kind of reviews on your business and all kind of shit on your business and try to destroy you. That's what they do. These bitches evil on BiGo, bitch. You can't have shit on BiGo. You can't do nothing on BiGo. Bitch, call CPS on you. They'll call your mama 90 times. They'll call police 90 times. They'll call all this bitch. What you mean?
Okay. I get that. All right. Well, as long as you still have it and things are going well. But you got to understand, I do work. Okay. And I can't stay on live like that. I can't do it. I can't do what you do and everyone else do. I can't. I have a life.
But
I'm not saying you don't.
But let me tell you.
I'm not saying.
But let me tell you. The reason of it. It's a job for us that stay on here 8 hours and 6 hours. That's a job, and you know it's a job. That's a job. It's a job to you just to stay on here. The hours that you do stay on here is very hard to do. Dealing with these people and some of these people on BiGO. Sometimes you get over it. Ain't it hard? Don't sit and tell no lie. It is a job. People think this is not. People say this is not a job. For me to stay in 8 hours, ain't no way you could do it.
Child, I can't do no 8 hours on this daggone thing. No way. I couldn't. The way they drag me and carry on with me, I can't do it, child. It's too much. That's too much.
Okay, then.
It's too much.
Then what you mean? It's a job. For anybody that can do that, this a job. Because you're dealing with all the pressure, the weight of BiGO. Do you understand that? The weight of all the shit that goes on is sometimes can get to you.
But I am not obligated. I am not obligated to stay on 8 hours.
No, you are not obligated. But what I'm saying, you are not obligated. But but you can't stop the people that make it as a job or entertainment for that long. You know, some people stay on long. I like Dre Baby. He stay on long hours sometimes. Key One stay on long hours. L stay on long hours. We all stay on long hours sometimes. But for some people to say it's a hobby, this is not a hobby for some of us.
It's not a hobby. It's not. It is, dog. It is, because you have to keep your audience entertained and you got to come up with stuff. Okay, you really do.
Okay, so Trina B made some valid points, some very valid points. However, when the mess was paying you, you ain't have a problem with BiGO, and you wasn't tired of the mess. Now there's people that's messier than you, or people enjoy others' mess other than the mess that you can come up with, or now that people are tired of you, and they want to hear the mess from somebody else, or somebody else is just more clever than you. Now you're tired of BiGO. I know trainers always put on heels and all that and do kicks and dance, because trainers used to do that shit on Facebook. But when y'all came over here, so a lot of y'all got messy. Because Trina wasn't messy like that over on Facebook. He used to do the clap back and all that, but it got serious when they got over here. Now I'm going to tell you, we cannot blame the broadcasters, in my perspective, because the broadcasters only changed and did what individuals seem to be gifted for. And when you have I always say this, when you have a large demographic of people who enjoy the mess, some people, even though they may have talent, even though they may have other things they can do other than be messy, some people fall to that and they be a part of the mess. But don't be crying now, Trina, because when the mess was paying you, you was happy. It's individuals like me on here. I've never felt down and just gave up and say, I'm going to be messy because that's what the people want to see. And be deceptive and just be messy and be mean and all that. I'm one of the people that I stood on my content with my talent and just evolve that and change that and then tweak that. But not one time did I ever fall to the mess. Yeah, I've argued with people, I got into it with people, but that's because people attacked me. Yes, I'm going to read you if you read me. I'm going to get you up out my box. But some of y'all go to the extent of like calling CPS and do all that crazy shit, making people lose their job, being vindictive, being nasty to people. And now that that's not working for you, Trina, now you want to be on your crying. Stop being such a fucking crybaby. And if the content that you want to do now ain't paying you, then yeah, maybe it's time for you to take a break. And that's my perspective. Anybody else have a perspective on that? The boxes are open. You can come up and give your perspective on that last topic we just touched. And also, I want something that's a sidebar to this. I'm looking at this video. Why does messy caller look like, with the mask on, why does he look like famous Ace, the boy that beat up Dre boyfriend? That to me, that looks like that's who that is. That's Ace with a mask on. Somebody might need to investigate that. I'm not being nasty, but that's who that looks like. Let's move on to the next topic.
This is sadly true. Most people in life are followers. And that sounds so harsh, but every independent thinker knows this. There are 3 types of people in this world. Let's say you're amongst a group of people and there's a power-hungry leader. The social norm is that you must lick his feet every day. Person number 1 is an independent thinker. Why do I need to lick your feet every day? No, I'm not doing that. The power-hungry leader will get upset and they'll spread lies. Blake is so arrogant and cocky. He thinks he's too good for this. He needs to be humbled. Person number 2 knows it's wrong, but they are afraid of what will happen if they don't do it. They need to see what happens to a person like me before they make their decision. And if they don't like the results, they'll say, I don't want to be next, and they'll lick his feet. Person number 3. This is where most people in society are. They will lick his feet every day because that is what everyone does. That is what is normal to them and they never question it. So when they hear from this leader that Blake is cocky and arrogant, they will believe it without question. And it doesn't matter how much you try to wake them up, get them to see the truth, they will always choose to lick his feet unless it becomes popular to stop doing it.
Now, y'all know why I brought this up, and I'm going to give my perspective on it, because it ties back into that first, for the BiGO tea that I brought. And back to the topic of episode 2 that I was talking with Bottom Hub. When you got a group of people that's going to do what everybody else doing, and until everybody else say, okay, it's not cool to do that, you got a lot of people out here that do that. That's how we end up with this cult-like behavior, and individuals getting caught up in shit like cults and stuff like that. And no shade. I'm glad I got out what I did. The first time I left, something told me it wasn't right about it. I went back several times to this particular family. But I promise you, I stated this the other day, and I'm gonna put his name on it. I will never ever be a super sync again, because to me, a super sync is almost like a coach. I experienced it myself. Me and Super say, don't gift that bitch, don't fuck with him. All these bitches, and sometimes he didn't even have to say it. All these bitches want to be against me because they feel like that's what he would agree with, or that's going to make him happy. That's because the world is full of followers. I have a lot of independent thinkers. That's my perspective on that little clip I just brought. Let me see. I'm going to save some of these topics because I got a lot, y'all. Okay. We're going to close out with what we started with. We started with the Diddy topic. And for the most part, there are lots of people who feel the same way in reference to this P. Diddy situation. But there's someone named Charleston White that says he forgives Diddy. Let's go and listen to what he has to say.
I just want to say this. In some relationships, some people like fighting and fucking and making up. Shit, nigga, I know mine and my uncle did. And then just think, man, they was fucking and getting high together. They blowing cocaine, doing mollies. Now, don't act like Cassie don't like to fuck and freak. And I'm sure, man, come on now. Nah, man, y'all ain't fit to treat me to go against Diddy because he was whooping this bitch. And matter of fact, the bitch ain't come out and said,
I'm appalled. I am appalled. So, question, y'all. And Spicy, I'm gonna need you to come up here if you can. Just playing the devil's advocate. What if it is a relationship of individuals, two individuals that like to get high, fuck, fight, make up? When is it wrong for him to put his hands on her? If that's what they do. Or if that's what she like. That's just not saying I agree with that. I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's my question. Like, okay, Is it okay when, this is what she wants? This is what turns up? Because some people have weird fetishes. Some girls like to get fucked and choked out. So, when is it okay for that to happen, that kind of shit to happen, and then when the relationship is over, okay, she comes back and then don't want to file a lawsuit? How do we... That's a fact. Like I said, as you said, that's shaky right there. But what if that's what they do, that's what they get into? I'll say this, and we're going to end the show on this. Regardless of whether she like it or not, it's still wrong. If you got male DNA, if that's the case, she like fucking and fighting, then she to be a lesbian and fucking fight another female and make up. And that's my perspective. And once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Oh, this is good.
Welcome to The Perspective. I'm your host, KingZaddyPremiumContent. I encourage you to tune in and tap into me and my various guest co-hosts as we share our unique perspective on the latest universal news, politics, hot topics, celebrity gossip, BiGO tea, relationship scenario, and intellectual thoughts and life hacks. If you're looking to cut the mess out of your social media diet, then you are in the right place. We even welcome your perspective too, because collectively, sharing and awareness of others' perspectives sometimes offer you a look at the world with a better view. So grab a seat, listen in, chime in, and let's get ready for The Perspective, a show that includes you.
All right, and that's a wrap.